I was just, it's a coincidence. Folks, I hope. What bothers me the most is right now Patrice and Norton are trying to think of the most cruelest things I can say about my awful Irish legs. I just found my diary from when I was 18 today. It was from St. Patrick's Day when I was a kid. And here's what it said. I just found my diary, and today is St. Patrick's Day. I'm filled with pride over the coming together of my people and my culture. From William Butler Yeats to James Joyce to freedom fighters like Bernadette Devlin and Parnell and Wolfe Tone, it's been a journey at once tragic and poetic. A terrible beauty has been born, I believe the poet called it. I remember when I was little, my father would tell me about his father's escape from Belfast in 1921, and even show me some of the old letters with the descriptions of the evil Orange men burning down Catholic neighborhoods and beating their drums so fiercely that their wrists would bleed. And then this is from 3 p.m. that day. Same day. Where did you go, you It's not funny! I don't have any money! Where did you go? I ripped my shirt! I just bought this shirt, it's new! I lost my wallet and I have somebody else's keys! What happened to my jacket? I'm freezing! I let that bitch wear my jacket! I thought I was gonna get laid! My nose! I'm freezing! Do you guys need a little more time to make sure it's brutal?
No. You know
okay.
what? I just like the fact that you're actually wearing those socks to give your legs some color.
I was going to say, is he wearing socks?
I've seen you before. Compared to the other outfits, this looks good.
What's in the bag, Quinn?
Officer, I'm clean. You know what in these bags in Ireland, what people don't realize, they put AA meeting books in these. All right, having already grossed $265 million, The Passion of the Christ, you heard me, Christ. The Passion of the Christ is on track to become the highest grossing film in history, surpassing Star Wars and Titanic. What do you think of this?
I think it's amazing, considering Jesus wouldn't do any press.
I think it's amazing that Mel Gibson and the Jews in Hollywood have figured out to kill, how to kill Jesus over and over and over again on a day-to-day basis in thousands of movie theaters throughout the country for money.
For me, it's even more fantastic that a Gentile was able to do a picture about a Jew and make more money about this from this Gentile picture than any Jew ever made in Hollywood from all the pictures put together. Which goes to show if you want to make money about a story about a Gentile, he has to be Jewish first.
I think,
because without Jewish involvement, you can't make a living, let's be honest.
I think that they should lay off the, you know what, here's what I was thinking about. The Jews, first of all, clearly we had something to do with it. I understand.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But I think that the Christians are looking at it the wrong way. I mean, you should really thank us for killing Jesus. I mean, if he didn't die, you don't have much of a story, do you? What if Jesus had lived longer? What if he had gotten old enough to get bitter? All right, picture like there's a third testament to the Bible, all right? At this point, Jesus
Mark,
is in his
shut
50s.
up.
Wait, he's in his 50s. He's got one apostle left. And the book opens with him knee-deep in water saying, I used to be able to do this.
Look, man.
Let me have the laugh, Fatso. Give me a break.
All right. I don't really have nothing to say. Yes.
I just like the fact that
That's what interrupting people for no reason.
That's true. I'm trying to I'm just
like the
tired
fact-
of, shut up.
after that smart rant, he called him
I'm
fatso.
tired of, this is why I don't even care about the movie. Because I'm tired of Jesus looking like Kurt Cobain. Jesus was not a session drummer. He was an Arab. As bad as it sounds, he looked like an Arab. That's why I'm really, when did all white people move from Iraq into Oregon, and then that's where all the Arabs came in after that? That's why this movie stinks, and look,
Wow.
Shut up.
I'm not getting involved in the whole situation. I just came here to watch the show.
It goes to show you, though.
You think I'm going to start an argument when I got a guy this size sitting next to me? Whatever you say, it's
he
up
might
to
let you talk.
I want to let him talk because I want to know what it was like when you used to hang out with Jesus, Jackie.
Jesus wasn't my time. I was a few years older than him.
All right. What about this one? 2 Georgia State University students had attended a Straight Outta Compton party in blackface and have been charged with discriminatory harassment and may be expelled.
Is that you?
Well, the point is, you know, do you think that's offensive, Patrice? They look like blackface.
Let me get this straight. This kid painted himself in blackface.
But the party was for Straight Outta Compton, which is an album celebrating, I believe, gunplay, murder, rape, drug dealing.
So it was interpreted as
But
if...
this was offensive.
So wait. Since when are all these things offensive? I don't remember.
Go ahead, Jack. You remember Al Jolson? Go ahead.
If rape, murder, and mayhem is so offensive, how come this picture's making more money than any picture of all time? Obviously, rape, murder, and mayhem is a hit.
Right.
Is
But
a
what I'm
hit.
saying...
And I want to say another thing. Now, what happened? So what if they depicted a blackface with reference to rape, murder, and destruction?
Right, a blackface Jesus.
Let's
Who
be
even
honest.
care?
That's sort of what you were saying before.
That's what I'm saying. A blackface, it makes him look like how
Shut up and let one of the two legends on the show on the panel talk.
What if a black guy did it in whiteface? Would anybody get resented? I don't think so.
Black guy dressed.
What if I did it in a green face? Would the Irish get a result?
That's
Exactly.
right. That's the
I
whole
say
point.
it's real.
So you don't care about that?
No.
Mel Gibson?
No, Mel Gibson, Georgia State.
If a black guy dressed up in whiteface, it wouldn't be offensive. People would be happy that he was trying to
You're
better
dressed
himself.
up in whiteface?
Just so can they laugh
Why
at
don't you show us your real skin color?
But it's not really the same thing, is it? I mean, it's not. Yeah, I mean, whiteface and green face is not really the same thing as blackface, right?
Mark, shut the. You
No,
know
you
what?
shut up. Just you explain it.
You know what?
Explain
We
it
don't
to
need
me.
a comedian here. We need a referee. What
What
do you
if
want
they?
to do?
What if?
Good point,
We need
Jackie.
somebody to settle the fights.
There's no exactly.
If I were you, I'd pick on him. It's a lot safer.
No, this is funny. This is funny. You're not offended by it.
You know the deal. You're just gonna say something against it. You know that there's no history of somebody else painting themselves in another color and it being offensive. Black people, blackface is offensive. Period. All right?
But don't you think it's funny?
I'm not arguing
But
with
don't
that.
you think it's funny that Straight Outta
Blackface-
Compton is not offensive? The album.
Blackface was offensive years ago because years ago being black means you were being persecuted, rejected, you were suffering, you was in pain and anguish and misery. It was a country.
It's still the same thing,
now,
Jackie.
Now, if you're black, you're a hit. As soon as you show up, take a look.
That's right.
Good point, Jackie. We'll be right back.
Sanitation, baby! New York sanitation! Yeah!
Not to mention all of our great, just our great personalities.
Remote control! What, bitch?
I'm not saying we're the best in the world at handling drink.
Come on! Hello!
You know, it makes me realize the Irish people really are the greatest people.
Irish power! Oh yeah! Yes! Yes!
You can dismiss it all you want, but we really are the greatest thing that ever happened in this country. We did all the dirty work, all the jobs that nobody else wanted to do. We took our little salaries, our meager salaries. We were very humble about the whole thing. So shut your trap. Good. A recent survey shows a sizable increase in extramarital affairs because of technology like cell phones, text messaging, chat rooms, and is making cheating a lot easier to pull off. What do you guys think?
All technology, I really believe all technology has been made cheating easier since the beginning of time. I mean, the light bulb contributed a lot because it was the first time a guy could look at his wife and then realize he hates her.
I think it's so.
Have you?
I don't see what technology has anything to do with screwing. What does one thing got to do with the other? You need a cell phone in order to find out where the girl is. All you need is her to show up. All she needs is your address. She needs your phone number. It worked just as well before as it does now. But if she shows up, you need to have a cell phone first before you say, take your clothes off.
But Jackie,
No, but maybe.
Look, man, I don't think that Jesus in blackface meant anything.
But if he had a cell phone, he'd get laid
Look,
more.
man, look at cell phones make it much harder to cheat. because they can track you down. I'm telling you. And, you know, they leave messages like, you didn't answer the phone, I called you. If it answers, I know all the skills with that. If it picks up, if it picks up on the first ring, that means you turned it off. And you're not trying to answer the phone because you're with some other girl. If you don't answer when it rings, you get a missed call. I'm telling you, when she couldn't track you down, it was better. You can cheat much easier when you didn't have a cell phone.
But on the other side, with a cell phone, though, you can lie more effectively from anywhere. And also, with the internet, you know, you can see. Technology optimizes your productivity, so it'll enable you to cheat with more people than you used to be able to.
It leaves a trace too, Mark.
No,
it leaves a trail.
Well, maybe you shouldn't go out with such smart girls.
Look at. I'm sorry. Wait a second, Colin. No, Colin.
I wanted to reiterate a point.
Colin, just give that to Jackie and tell her what it is.
Jackie, this is a cell phone. It's Patrice. Going here, Mr. Malcolm, he calls his stage name, you know.
Boy,
the weird thing, though, sometimes those...
Now I see why you can't find the girl, because I see that... I see the condition of the people you go around with.
But Jackie, we know that, but let's face it, you've been known as kind of a player all your life, you know?
Player, but not with girls.
With girls?
No, this is not my field.
I'll tell you something, honestly, Colin. I'm not sure what you meant by that, but it's okay. Whatever you meant by that.
Let me ask you, wait a minute. Is the Moyle business is not big? Like, you don't get a lot of girls? I'm sorry, man. I learned the word Moyle today. It was hilarious when I heard it.
What does it mean?
You better explain it to them. The Moyle means the guy who chops it off while you're hanging around and don't know what he's doing.
It's big in the Jewish community. Moyle is like,
can I just say one thing about technology? If it weren't for technology, I would still be unhappily married today. This is when I had a pager, though. When I had a pager, you know, the girl that I was, you know, having the affair with, we had a secret code on the pager, and I knew where she was and what she wanted me to call her and everything else. It saved my life.
Now,
so I'm just saying.
I know a lot of cops that if they're fooling around with somebody, their wife pages into the girl. They're like 187, like any kind of kill signal.
Right.
So you can even use it for that.
Colin, did you get caught cheating before technology, man?
Did I get caught? Maybe when I was a kid, yeah, probably.
You can't get caught unless she found, oh, whose number it is? This is a piece of paper in a sock, or this is whatever. But now,
people can find condoms on you.
You can pull up your phone records and see the numbers, man, that you called. My cell phone bill is
Can I just say one thing?
No, you couldn't always do that.
If only this could have been Crown Heights.
You need to be a better liar. You're not a good enough liar.
Maybe I shouldn't say that one thing. It said bombed. Say it, Colin. Go ahead. Shut up. Go ahead. I was trying to make
Maybe they didn't hear you. Maybe they didn't hear you. Say it one more time.
I'm sure they'll love it.
Go screw yourself.
Say it one more time, Somalia stomach. You got the worst shape I've ever seen. You got a double chin. I wanted to say Somalia,
talking about somebody in bad shape.
Yeah, Dougie! Yeah! We'll be right back! That son of a bitch called me Somalian belly, and I really didn't like it. Because I happen to have a distended stomach, and I didn't like the fact that Norton was cackling off camera. Folks, tonight we're going to help some audience members out who each have something they need to share with someone in their lives, but for whatever reason can't bring themselves to say. So we're going to have the comedians say it for them. Our first audience member is Matthew from Ohio. Matthew, what did you want to say?
I have a special message for a friend back home.
Matthew, Marc Maron is going to help you out. Okay, Mark?
Yes.
Would you help Matthew with this?
Sure, I think I can. Matthew just wants to say, I love you, and I'm sorry I'm so mean. But you're sort of a baby, you know what I mean? You're kind of whining, like, you're so mean, you're so mean. So why don't you shut up? And, maybe he'll ease up on you a little bit. All right? Hope I helped you out.
Thanks.
That was what they call the old block. Next is, you can go, Matthew. Go back and, next is Tyler from Virginia. Tyler, what's eating you?
I want to say something to the Yorktown High School yearbook class.
Okay, Patrice O'Neill will do it for you. Patrice.
Yeah, stop. Hey, leave me alone. It don't, look, I know I'm a little loser, but I'm a loser now. Wait till later when I decide that I'm going to stop having dignity and go make that money like everybody in this world should, and you guys are going to leave me alone about the fact that I don't shave my underarms, or that I watch all the Star Wars films and know all the words from that horse crap, and you're gonna know my name. And what is your name?
Tyler.
I'm gonna win, because I'm Tyler, yeah!
All right.
You feel better, sweetie?
Oh.
Yes. I just spoke.
Now here's Nancy from California. Nancy, what's your problem?
I have a message for my ex-husband.
You are very lucky. Jackie Mason is going to take care of business for you.
Great.
Jackie!
I'm supposed to read the problem, right?
You're supposed to tell what
She's
to
got
say
the
to her
problem,
husband.
And I'm going to say this to her husband in your name.
Right.
Because you obviously are not intelligent enough to say it. That's not nice to say. No, that's the way the show works. No, don't take it personally. Give me the money, you Jew bastard. No. You owe it to me for our divorce, and what else? That's about it.
That's it.
And if he hears me say it, this guy's going to get so nervous that he'll give it right back in a second, because the son of a bitch. What?
All right. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Jackie. All right. This is Scott, also from Ohio. Who do you have a message for?
I have a message for my roommate.
Okay. Jim Norton's going to say it for you. Jim.
You know, before when I was laughing with you, not at you. This is the message to your roommate. We know what you did in the hotel bathroom. I'd like to know what he did in the hotel bathroom.
I don't think you really want to know.
I do.
We're doing it.
Was it with a girl or after a taco?
It was by himself.
By himself?
By himself?
He's with himself.
What did he do?
He pleasured himself.
Did he really?
So what? You never whacked off? What?
You're blocking.
There you have it, folks. A little community service the hard way. We'll be right back. Folks, on this St. Patrick's Day, let us not forget one of our most important religious figures, Mel Gibson. The Passion could be the highest grossing film ever. So give us your pitch for the sequel. Jackie.
My pitch for the sequel is I'd like to do the same picture again, but this time with a different ending. Play it in reverse, and he winds up Jewish.
All right. Jim.
Well, Carl, my main criticism of The Passion was that it was a bit preachy, predictable, and not enough big laughs. So I think the sequel should be like a lighthearted cop buddy movie. We could have Jesus as like the laid-back veteran cop and Pontius Pilate as the ball-busting, tough-as-nails sergeant. And Jesus is reluctantly paired up with a younger, rowdier partner named Muhammad. Now, Muhammad is due to go before the Civilian Review Board because although he's only been on the force for 2 years, he's managed to rack up almost 45,000 complaints for excessive use of force. He does things like chop off people's arms for speeding and goes on domestic violence calls and arrests the husband for not beating the wife properly. The film ends with Jesus and Muhammad having a grudging respect for each other after making the world a better, safer place and arresting all the Jews.
All right. Patrice O'Neill.
In P2, our hero roams the desert saving souls with his new badass disciple, Dennis Glovis. He makes extra money. He makes extra money entertaining strangers by popping his shoulder in and out of its socket. And he enters underground fighting tournaments run by an evil queen, anime bullet. Anime. All right, in case people didn't. But she falls in love with him because he can read her mind and knows what she really wants. Then Dennis quits because he's getting too old for this.
All right. Mark.
Wow, is there time? All right, The year is 2011. The CIA joins forces with the Mossad and creates a nuclear-powered cybernetic super Jesus. In an effort to defeat Islam, they stage the Second Coming and shoot him out of a cruise missile silo over the Valley of Armageddon. He does barrel rolls and tailspins, and in his rocket cross while shooting lasers out of his stigmata. It's quite a show. Then the real Jesus comes back. The two fight a Jesus-on-Jesus battle to the death. It's called Robo-Christ. The final resurrection.
That's the show, folks. Good night.
Well, it was certainly nice to have Jackie Mason on the show.
It really was. He's one of the master comedians of all time.
Now, there seemed to be an interesting chemistry between him and Patrice. Can you explain that?
I tried to make a Crown Heights joke about it, and it bombed, so I'm not going to explain it any further than that. But Patrice does have respect for the, guys that he admires in comedy, like myself and Jackie.
Now, we noticed you dressed up tonight in...